Cancers, this is your reading, okay? Cancers, I'm going to need y'all to sit up straight, okay? I'm going to need y'all to get prepared. I'm going to need y'all to put your bootstraps on and tighten your seatbelts, okay? Because it's Cancer, no, Mercury in retrograde in Cancer, okay? So y'all are the talk of the town right now, okay? People are talking about Cancers, okay? Cancer got your bitch, okay? If you want to know Cancer who got your bitch, it's Cancer, 100%. Cancer absolutely has them, and I'm being so serious when I say that. Like, that Cancer man and Cancer woman will take your partner from you, and they will be cuddling with them, okay? So either way, let's go ahead and get started with the reading. Shine, okay. Your light irritates their demons. Okay. Photo proof, getting evidence. Gotta make sure my lips don't turn crazy. Queen rising. Okay, so you going up. This feels like Cancer. I feel like for the Cancers that are in this video, I cannot speak for all Cancers, but I know the Cancers that are watching me, you guys are definitely leveling up in the Mercury retrograde. The Mercury retrograde is not going to send you back. It's going to push your motherfucking ass forward, okay? So that is absolutely great, and congratulations. It probably is hurting. You probably are crying. You probably are sad. That's just how y'all process emotions. Like, I think. Let's see. Love triangle enforcer, okay? And fishing for comments. That was a card Gemini had. Love triangle enforcer and fishing for comments. Someone, something, you, as a group, obviously with love triangle here. What's fishing for comments? Karmic friends. Okay, so this definitely is some type of group here, obviously, where there's one person who is getting the information. You could have gotten some information about somebody. It could be somebody that you may be in a group with, people that you know. It don't have to always be like, you know, at work or something like that. It could just be a situation where maybe there's multiple people. There's choices here that you're having to choose from. Karmic friends. Maybe you're having to realize that your friends are karmic, that your emotional relationships are karmic in this rising. This rising, this queen rising status that you are in is proof that the people that you have been dealing with are karmic, okay? They're karmic friends. There's secret tension here. There's something here in the back. There is something about your life that irritates their demons. Now, this is not to say that you are special and you were picked from the crops and you were the one chosen. No. This is just simply that you notice this only because you are in a space of trying to do something better. That's why you are noticing that your old groups and old dynamics are just continuations of different cycles, if that makes sense. Okay. I think people use spirituality and occult science and tarot to kind of make it feel like they're better than someone else, and they're so great, and they were one special pluck star, and it's just like, no. Look at that, same shit, different day. Yeah, this is what you're dealing with here. Now, Jabari may wake up. I hope he doesn't, but if he does, I'm gonna have to pause it and just continue at another point. But either way, same shit, different day. So yeah, I think this is just confirmation to what I just said, where I feel like you are realizing that you're social circles are just different mirrors of the same thing. Just different people with the same thing. Different people with the same thing. And you're over that. And you may have done this because it was comfortable. You could be the forcer right here, the person that is forcing something. You could be the one that has been forcing these friendships and forcing these relationships and forcing yourself to be with these people and force yourself to, to love your best friend from 10 years ago that you don't really like anyway, but you just, okay, that's my friend from 10 years ago, so, and I'm a Cancer, and I love people, and I gotta do the right thing. Good luck with that. That's why y'all have me, to tell you to do the wrong thing. No, it's not the wrong thing. Just to tell you to do something a little different. I like being friends with Cancers because I like that sounds so cruel. But I like to kind of get them out of delusion. Now they are able to bring me up out of like my dark layer, but sometimes I have to bring them into the layer like, hey, like, you don't have to do that. You can do something else. And that something else is a little bit better. Okay, always partying. Yeah, this makes me feel like you just always want to be a part of the crowd. Cancer. You just want to be a part of little things. And I understand. And it's okay. But you're rising now and you're realizing that this just ain't hitting. Okay? Let's pull one more card from this deck and then let's get into the throw. Okay. He learned to put himself back to sleep. Thank God. Just gotta slow walk it, but it happens. Like when you have kids, you just have to be patient and just give them time to learn and don't rush them. Put the information out there for them, but don't push them into it. Let them slow roll it. Let them creep into it. Okay, who's creeping? These old people. We're about to find out about them now because we're about to use the tarot. Offer. Ooh, so I'm about to offer you something. What is it? Is it good? Is it bad? We're gonna find out. And I am using the Hoodoo deck with the Chariot at the bottom, which is Cancer. Miss Ida tried to come out. Miss Ida is the High Priestess in this deck. Okay, Ace of Coins. Your piece of the pie. You finally about to get your piece of the pie. Cancer. Ooh, Scorpio. Hey, you might have a Scorpio. I'm a Cancer rising, so you could be a Scorpio sun too, or a Scorpio moon, but it doesn't really matter. I don't care. I just want to say that. So, okay, so there's a tower. This is this destruction here. 8 of Coins. So the major energy of the tarot energy when we get deep into it is, and this will be the thumbnail, y'all. Okay. We have the Ace of Coins, the Tower, and the 8 of Coins. So, I'm feeling the devil's in the details. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that's about. There's something that you maybe need to get into the details about. There's something that you got into the details about. Yes, I'm about to say investigate. If you look on this tarot card here, this person has a magnifying glass, so they're looking deeply into something. There may be something that you are investigating, that you may be creeping. You may be the one creeping here, Cancer. You may be the one trying to see what is going on with the individual. There's a new opportunity here because you did do some creeping. Because you did let a tower come down, because you did see the devil in the details. The devil in the details. I've never said it before a day in my life. What's the 8 of Coins? What's the details? And this is the Hoodoo deck, so the Hoodoo deck does talk about a lot about family and lineage and stuff like this. So this could be something that is going on in your family. it says Gullah Jack, but that's like the hangman. I feel like it's all coming together now, Cancer. It's all making sense now, especially in this Mercury retrograde. Like, you know, it is, and this is about family, so this hoodoo deck is actually perfect. But because Cancer is family in the home. But I feel like, look, clarity. I feel like this is clarity. Of the Seven of Swords. What's the Seven of Swords? Three of Coins. You've been deceiving yourself and something growing, thinking something could grow in the way that you were doing it, which is why you keep having this clarity and seeing things from a different perspective and all this stuff. That's why this energy keeps coming out and the details and blah, 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 and creeping and all this and that. Is because I feel like you are now seeing in the details why something for you wasn't working or something was not coming together. Another thing I wanted to say, y'all, when you are thinking about, when there are big planetary shifts coming, people are saying something's going in retrograde, something's going in back, right, left, whatever, direct. I'm sorry, something's going direct or something's going in the retrograde or any type of transits. Look for your rising sign, and that is how you'll be able to tell where this transit or whatever the planetary transit that you're, you know, curious about, where it is actually showing up for you. Okay, so if you're a Cancer rising, because I am a Cancer rising, the Mercury retrograde is going to show up in the way that I am presenting myself to people, the way I'm showing up, the way I look, maybe the way I'm nurturing myself, if that makes sense. And then second house will be money, third house will be how you're communicating people, your community, your siblings, things of that nature. Okay, and so the forth. Temperance here, Sagittarius energy. This feels like, this really does feel like a tower for you though, Cancer. Like, even though you may be, you know, playing it cool, or maybe, you know, you are trying to be calm about it and, you know, not really blow your fucking cap off, I really do feel like this is really a big revelation. Like, this is something that has you feeling like an earthquake just happened, or a motherfucking meteorite just hit the backyard, you know what I'm saying, of your house. A spaceship just landed in your backyard or something. Like, it just feels really big. Especially with the Father of Sims coming out. Okay. Let's use the other deck. Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. New opportunity, new beginning. Alright. Now we're going to get into the situations in the group that you are believing. We'll just get a little bit about them. I think once I hit maybe, I don't know how many subscribers, I think I'm going to set a goal. I'm going to start doing like extended readings where we get into more information maybe about the other person or you or what's coming and things like that. Okay, so this other situation, look at this. Ooh. Looks good. Okay, it says Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Chariot. But this is about the other situation, the other person, and other people. I feel like these other people, I don't know, I'm feeling like spooky. Maybe because it's because of the deck. The Chariot. The Cancer. Oh, Cancer, the Chariot, yes. This feels like this person, this situation, these people, this temptation to want to do something else. Like, say for instance, you are a Cancer rising, like this temptation to maybe want to show up the old way, or what you're used to, or whatever the case may be, or what may seem right may be very tempting for you to do because you maybe feel like it's comfortable, but or something like that, but you're not realizing how much that is maybe holding you back or hindering you from doing something else. Maybe not doing something else, but growing this situation that you're trying to grow. But it feels like this here is like a deal. I said the devil. Was this the devil in the details, or was that Gemini devil in the details? I think y'all was devil in the details. I don't know. Either way, yeah, this was Cancer. Yeah, that's what it feels like. This is like that devil that's coming up and at late night, 12, and it's like in the scary movies. How I'm seeing it, it's like you sleep at your house, and maybe it's not a meteorite. Maybe this. It feels like no, the other example I used was the meteorite. This one is, or the UFO. This feels like in a scary movie in the late 1800s where somebody is getting delivered a notice off a man in a horse came to their house late night with a letter to tell them they're gonna have to die tomorrow. This is how it feels. This other situation or this other thing feels like. This is what it feels like. I don't know how else to say that, I feel like it does fulfill something for you. I do feel like you were maybe showing up this way or doing something this way or talking to this person or dealing with the situation because it definitely did do something for you. I think it did a lot for you, but I think what it was doing for you was kind of just almost like digging, your own grave in some sense. Let's pull one more card. Let's see what's going on. Because this is about the other situation. Right, 4 of Cups, but I think they're gonna, but it makes you, no, I think this makes you feel also a very deep feeling of sadness, though. It makes you feel you don't feel complete. You feel lost, you feel empty, you feel not fulfilled when you are doing the other thing or being the other way or dealing with the other person. I feel like whatever it is like the Knight of Pentacles is slow, it's methodical, I think that's the word, is, lackadaisical. It's just, the undertone of it is it's very slow moving and not really progressing. Look at that. 5 of Swords. You're just doing it to almost because you think that's what you should do, or trying to win at all costs or something. But either way, there's your reading, Cancer. Like, comment, and subscribe if it resonates.